Hangul or Hangul Day is the Korean alphabet day and is celebrated on October 9th. It might seem weird that people get to have a day off on this day, but once you know the language, you'll know the reason why. Hey guys, so this is my friend Moonjung, aka Kristen, and she's our special guest today, and we're gonna celebrate Hangul together. So we both have a lot of things in common.
Yeah.
So we go to the same school, we study the same major, and we both have experiences of living abroad. So I was born in Seoul, Korea, and then I got exported to Jakarta, Indonesia. I was packaged there for quite a while, and then got imported back to Seoul. What about you?
I personally lived abroad in the States for about 6 years. I spent my whole elementary school there and I came back. Afterwards, I had a bit difficulty trying to get used to Korean, so I have experience learning English and studying in English at international schools.
Okay, so I also had difficulties in learning Hangul, and I think this would apply the same for you, obviously. So spelling and spacing, like the hardest.
Well, personally, I felt that the biggest difference between Korean and English was Korean has a formality, while English just doesn't have any of those. So when I was studying in my university and trying to write Korean persuasive essays, I think that was the most hardest challenge for me.
Remember how we had to take 고전일기와 글쓰기,
Oh, yes.
Korean classics and literature. So I remember I suffered so much, and once my professor called me and she was like, "This is not how you're supposed to write in Korean. It hurts. It hurts." And so how did you learn Korean?
I think the way I learned Korean was by working part-time jobs in Korean academies. So it was an environment where I couldn't be comfortable, and so I think that pushed me to kind of get used to speaking in Korean more.
Yeah, I think that applies the same for me as well. But then when I was young, I watched like a lot of Korean TV programs like X-Men and stuff, I remember. And so that kind of helped me when I was young. I listened to a lot of K-pop songs. We're like the second generation of the K-pop. Korean is hard, I must admit, it's really hard. I mean, I am Korean, I do have Korean nationality. You know, I still have struggles. I am still currently facing a variety of struggles. But hopefully, through this content, we will be able to enhance our Korean skills. Okay, so let's see how our Korean skills are. Stay tuned.
자, 지금부터 초성 게임을 할 건데 제가 초성 불러드리면 각자 구호를 대시고 먼저 답을 외치시면 되는데 구호는 뭘로 하시겠습니까?
강이요.
다시 한번 여기부터.
강. 박.
네, 좋아요. 기읍, 치읍.
박고수. 고수.
고수 아닙니다.
강. 가시. 박. 기사.
땡. 자, 힌트 갑니다. 이 단어와 관련된 단어는 대학교.
대박! 교수.
정답.
강. 방향제.
정답.
강. 바구니.
오.
이야.
치읓, 기역, 키읔.
박. 축구화.
오, 정답.
저는 손흥민의 팬이니까요.
기읍, 리을, 시옷, 기역. 자, 여러분 아실지 모르겠지만 힌트로는 아나바다 운동 알아요? 아나바다.
박. 분리수거.
정답. 아나바다 알아요?
아니 몰라요.
미음, 미은.
먼? 박먼? 먼?
머니. 한글날 하고 있는 머니.
컷.
네. 힌트. 조인성.
박. 미남.
정답.
꽃미남. 강동원.
기역, 지읒, 이은.
박. 공정이.
강, 가정.
박. 고종왕. 배구 욕심 아닙니다.
먹는 거예요. 칼국수 습관 이거 많이 나오고.
박. 겉돌이.
정답! 잘하네. 박, 육대, 강삼입니다. 약도적으로 분발해주세요. 졌다.
충청도 청주시 천철.
땡!